What's up? Welcome to my channel. Oh my god, I'm so excited that I'm finally doing this. It's so brand new for me. I'm so scared, and I hope you guys love me. And please judge me kindly, because the internet is fucking scary. But anyways, my name is Eureka. My channel is called Abuelas Unicorn. There's a whole story behind it, but I'm just gonna keep it short. I only had one grandparent growing up, and it was my abuela. And obviously I'm her unicorn. So Abuela's Unicorn. I've always liked unicorns since I was a little girl. I'm a tomboy as well. I grew up with 3 brothers. I have a little sister, but we're 16 years apart. So I only grew up with boys. And so, you know, being raised around boys, I never really had time to be girly. It was more like, you know, I had to be tough. Like, I had no choice. And, you know, if I wanted to play with the boys, like, I couldn't cry. And if I got hurt, then I wouldn't be able to play anymore. You know, just being a tomboy. You know, all my tomboys out there, you know what I went through. So I don't really have to explain that. But growing up, I always had a secret love for unicorns. And, you know, I never really show it because, like I said, I had to be a tough girl. I had to make sure that I didn't show people I was weak. So, but now, you know, when you get older, you're like, what the heck was I thinking? When you're a kid, you know, you try to fit in. Even though I never really fit in, people always call me weird. But it's cool, you know. I like the word weird. It makes you different. You know, you're unique. Like a fucking unicorn. But anyways, so I was like, you know what? Abuela's Unicorn. That sounds so nice. And not only that, like, I want to show people why I'm the person I am because of that woman, you know, because of my abuela. You know, if it wasn't for my grandma raising amazing, beautiful kids, and her kids raising amazing, beautiful kids, you know, we wouldn't be the people we are today. So, you know, I just want to share with you my passion, my love, and I hope that whoever watches this, I hope I can make you smile. For my first video, I wanted to start off with my family and my friends. Some of my family and some of my friends. So I asked them all to write me one question, any question, and I had to answer it truthfully. And my boyfriend wrote them down for me. I didn't look at them. He wrote them down, and so I will be reading them for the first time in front of the camera, and I had to answer them honestly. So let's see what they asked me. I'm gonna read the question, but I'm not gonna say who gave it to me or who sent it. What's the scariest part of being a mother? Bring a little human to this world. It's like, holy fuck, like, you gotta make sure you live the next day, and not even the next day, until this little human can take care of themselves. You have to make sure you live up until they can survive on their own, you know. And just thinking that, you know, I will never know. I might not be here tomorrow, and it just scares me knowing that I might leave my kid if that were to ever happen. Whew. When it comes to my son, I get very sensitive, but this, you know, that's the scariest thing, is not knowing if I'm gonna be able to see him grow up. And that's probably the scariest thing ever. So, oh, screw you, who asked me that question? Do you ever want to have another kid? What the heck is wrong with you guys asking me about kids? Okay, look, me and my boyfriend are that couple that, and the family, that everyone hopes that we never break up. We're that couple. So it's just, when we had our son, everyone was like super excited and like super happy, and they were just like, you know, everyone was just like really happy that we were having a kid. And now that I have my first kid, like, they they want me to have a second one, you know, because they're like, it's not fair, he can't be an only child, he needs a sibling. And I always tell them that because of those challenges that we had with our son, it's been kind of scary for us to want to have another kid. So it's just it's more of like I'm being peer pressured to have another kid, and then I'm more of like, you know, my son's enough, Patrick's enough. But then again, I look at him and it's just like I had 3 brothers to grow up with, and they're like my best friends, and I was able to tell him anything and everything, and I don't want him to grow up feeling like he doesn't have a partner in crime. So I don't know. We'll see what the future holds for me and Omar and Patrick. Amen. Okay, if you could trade places with any celebrity or figure in history, who would it be? Okay. Oh, celebrity. Okay, so Pat McGee. Pat McGee would be the person I would want to go back. I think it was like 1960 something to 1970 something where she was discovered as the first female skateboarder. So her trick was like this handstand on a skateboard, and she got like blown up because of that, and after that, like, she kind of opened the gates for all female. McGee would probably be the person. I wouldn't want to trade places with her. I would just want to be in the same era where she was discovered as the first female pro skater. So, but who is your favorite cousin under the age of 21? I only got one cousin that's under the age of 21, so you already know you my favorite. So, what's the one thing about our friendship that stands different than the others? Well, obviously, me and you love to dance, and we dance the same. So you're probably the only friend that I can groove with, like in sync groove with. So what's the one thing that's misunderstood from you by others? I have a resting bitch face. Can't help it. That's just who I am. But people will get intimidated by me because I'm not smiley when I'm walking. I'm like this the whole time, and I just can't help it. That's just my face. That's what my mom gave me, and nothing about it. That's just who I am. But people think I'm like this angry ass bitch that got, you know, nothing better to do than to hate the world, which I don't. I'm a very happy person, actually. What's your biggest regret in life? I don't have any regrets in life, because if I regret things in life, then that means, you know, I'm not really learning from it, and I'm not living. What's the most embarrassing moment you've experienced? I've never told anyone this, so I'm going to tell you now. So this one time we went to a sample cell, and you know me, I'm like Licky, never been to the sample cell, first time, and you know, I'm walking around, and then next thing you know, like, there's this like mat out, right, and then there's a bunch of purses like on the floor, and they look like the purses that the sample cell was selling. They're just flat on the floor, like I didn't see it. And then, you know, I'm like looking at them, and I thought, you know, and I'm there walking, and no one is telling me anything, so I'm just there walking, and next thing you know, like, I bend down to pick up one of the purses, and then there's shit in there, like, I mean, not like legit like poop, but there's like stuff in there. And so I pick it up, and I'm just like, what the heck? And then like I put it back down, and I got weirded out by it. But then, you know, the sample cell I went to, there was like a bunch of Asian workers there. So when I picked it up, I put it back down, and then one of them came up to me. They were like, do you need to check your bag out? And then I kind of like stopped, and I was just like, and then I was just like processing it, and I was just like, oh shit. I was like, these are like people's actual purses, and they have them laying out on the floor. So I guess when you would walk in, and if you had a bag or a backpack or a purse, like, you had to check it in, and then they would put a number on it, and they would put it on the floor. And they would put it on the floor, excuse me. And then you would go and you would shop. And then when you're done, you gave your number back, and then they would give you your purse. So when I realized that, I was just like, oh no, I'm just licking. So that whole fucking time, they were like stalking me. They were walking around, following me, making sure this fucking little brown girl didn't steal something. Like, it was like, it was embarrassing for me because they were like stalking me and following me, and they thought I was gonna steal this stupid ass purse. And I was just so embarrassed, and I was just like, I thought they were like, and I couldn't even tell the guy, like, oh no, like, wait, are these not for sale? Like, these are not for sale bags. I couldn't even say that. It was just more like, I didn't want to feel stupid, so I was just like, oh, I'm just looking, and then I walked away. But it was so stupid, so embarrassing. I couldn't even tell my boyfriend. When we were walking out, I was just like, I just wanted to get out of there because I felt stupid. But it was just, if I really wanted to, I could have easily grabbed the bag and walked out. They literally had it like towards the exit. It was so stupid how they had it set up. So, you know, it was their fault. But anyways, because of that incident, I never went back. I was so embarrassed, I never went back. See yourself in a year from now. Hopefully, a year from now, you know, I'm still doing this, and, you know, hopefully have like a bajillion subscribers. You know, I really hope I'm still doing this, and I hope I'm married by then. Omar, I'm just kidding. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is heights. That is my biggest fear. Heights, small spaces, and the dark. That's what I hate. But my biggest fear is heights. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How about we ask Siri? Let's see what she says. Let's see. Siri, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
42? That could be right.
42. Bam, Siri said it. 42. Since food is life to me, what is your favorite food, or where's your favorite place to eat? So my favorite food, I have actually two types of favorite food. No, wait, no. I have one favorite food. My favorite food is fries. Some people don't consider that food, but let me tell you, I can live off of fries. I love fries so much. Like Pollo Inca, if you never heard of Pollo Inca, like they have like this dish where it's like rice with chicken and fries mixed together. So freaking bomb. Like, it's so good. Like, I just love fries. But besides fries, I have two favorite foods that come second, and it's Chinese food and Italian food. My favorite place to get Italian food is Macaroni Grill. Freaking love Macaroni Grill. It's like my favorite place to go eat. And Chinese food, honestly, I can eat any Chinese food. I don't really have a specific favorite place because Chinese food is so delicious. What was the most difficult thing you ever had to overcome throughout motherhood? So my son had seizures when he was a baby. The most difficult thing for me to do is having to see my son go through something that was out of my control, meaning his own body that was harming him. And for a mom, it's kind of hard to just sit there and just do nothing while he's going through this like freaking horrible thing. And you can't make him feel better, or you can't do anything to like make it stop. It's something that he just has to write out on his own, and yeah, it was a really hard thing for us to go through. Why do you contemplate things? Because I'm indecisive. What made you want to start your own channel, and what can your YouTubers expect to see on your channel? So the main thing that I'm gonna do on YouTube is makeup. Yes, another makeup channel. Whoop-de-doo. And shout out to my sister-in-law, Pita, aka Jackie or Jay Quillen. Shout out to her. She got me into makeup because of her. I'm like obsessed with makeup now, and in my Instagram it says like tomboys with makeup. So with this channel I want to learn to properly use makeup as well. So I'm going to be learning at the same time, trying to help those that are like me learn too, because you can learn so much from a professional, but if you're starting way down in the bottom like I am, it's like we're learning together and we're gonna grow together, you know. And I probably fuck up and tell you some wrong shit. I probably use the wrong brushes for the wrong thing, but you know, that's why we're learning. And I'm also gonna do like challenges, and I don't know, I'm just gonna try to make up some shit to do as well on here, and have family and friends on here with me. So you will see there's gonna be a lot of cool, you know, videos coming up. Hopefully you guys will enjoy them. What are some red flags to watch out for in a daily life? Well, my child, you are a young adult now, so one, you need to be careful with the cops, because you are not a child no more and you will go to real jail. So behave. Also, you know, be careful with who you talk to and what you tell. You know, you might think that this person is in good company and they might just be grimy and try to like mess up your life somehow. So try to, you know, don't open yourself too quickly to people, because they can be shady. So just be careful. It says, how do you feel hearing about my lifestyle since you met growing up? I think she means by like, how do I feel about her lifestyle now since she's grown up. She's a young adult now. She's you know, she's crazy. You haven't changed. You're still fucking crazy, but you've matured now. You know, you got yourself a job, you're doing your own thing. You know, you're just living your life. You're still fucking crazy. You're just doing your thing now, you know? And you know, you can take care of yourself. So keep doing your thing, girl. Just stay out of trouble. If you can be any drug, what would you be? This bitch. Why would you ask me some shit like that? Alright, what? I don't know. First of all, I'm not a drug addict, okay? I'ma just say, and she's gonna know what I'm talking about, I'ma just say bloody beetroots. You know what I'm talking about, bloody beetroots. It was the concert, a rave that we went to. It's called the Bloody Beetroots and Steve Aoki, whatever. And probably the best experience of my whole entire life, besides having my son. But you know, before having my son, that was my favorite experience of my whole life, because I got to experience it with family and very close friends that I consider my family members. Go back in time to when you met me, what would you tell my younger self? I feel like I've told you everything, and I don't think I would change anything or tell you something new, because it's literally the same shit that I tell you now that I've told you before not to do, and then you go and do it. But that's the whole part of growing up, is that you don't listen to older people. You just kind of do what the heck you want to do, and then you learn from it, and you're just like, fuck, I should have listened. But like, that sense. Who is your biggest target audience, and what do you wish they take away from your channel? I hope that this channel can help, you know, from very young to very old. And I hope that they, you know, like I said, my whole goal for this channel is to make you smile. You know, I just want this channel to be fun and energetic and positive. Oh, I finished. I finished all my questions. I had like 18 questions, guys. Now I have to try to figure out how the heck am I going to squeeze all of this into minimum time. Just kidding. Anyways, but yeah, I hope you liked this video. I answered some questions just to show you a little bit of me and how I am. I do tend to look away a lot because I'm still trying to get used to looking at a camera, especially with big ass light staring right at me. But I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you come back, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope, you know, you just love me and give me a chance to show you what I can do. But anywho, this is my channel. This is Abuelas Unicorn, and I hope you subscribe and you come back. So I know I said that twice, but I don't know what to say because I'm still kind of nervous. But yeah, so thank you, love yous, and remember, life is wonders. Peace.